Hi, my dear Aquarius friends. I hope you're doing well. I have your December forecast right here, and I'm going to share it with you in just a minute. But first, I want to give you a heads up about a couple of things you might be interested in. First of all, this is the time of year that people ask me, are you going to do a special, like a holiday special? Well, the answer is yes. In fact, if you go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com, you'll find that it's already up there. And I'm offering a lot of things. So let me tell you just real briefly about them so you can get a feel for them. Number one, I'm offering a special discounted holiday price on a birth chart reading, whether for yourself or a loved one. When I read your birth chart, I tell you what's right with you. I tell you all the absolutely fabulous qualities that you have. After all, we are a spirit in an earthbound body. There's nothing wrong with spirit. Your chart is simply the story that you chose for this lifetime. And I'm going to share with you the hidden messages you receive from mother and father and ancestors and other family members that came together to create this story that you're living. That's the birth chart. And I love doing them. The next two readings are forecasts for the coming year, 12 months or 6 months. You have your free will in a forecast, an astrological forecast. However, the trends that show up will manifest. It's up to you as to how you use these trends. The thing that I have found over the more than 50 years that I've been practicing astrology is that a forecast in the right hands gives you a sense of security. When I say the right hands, I mean an astrologer who presents it to you without scaring the life out of you. Somebody who's positive, somebody who knows that you are the creator of your own life and you have free will. And so that gives you the freedom you want and the security you want with this marvelous tool. Okay, then I am offering two sessions I've never offered before as a special. The first one is a session that helps you get your life mission. This is done on Zoom, face-to-face with me. You and I get on Zoom and I help you discover your life mission. Now, what I've seen over the years that I've been doing this spiritual work is that we're already doing our life's mission. You are already living your life's mission. You just don't know how to describe it. And if you're not consciously aware of it, it's not really resonating. You're not really expressing it consciously. So what I do is help you discover the words that are absolutely perfect for you to describe your life mission. It's thrilling, and I love doing it. And the last offering is a Take Back Your Life session. Once again, on Zoom with me, face-to-face. It's a 3-hour session. It can be shorter depending on how quickly we move forward. This is going to help you see your hidden programming, where it came from. It's going to help you release it. I'm going to help you release it. I'm going to help you first identify it, then release it, and then rewrite it. I have been told by many students that it changed their lives. So that's what I'm offering. And I'm still mentoring people who want to be astrologers. If you go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com, you'll find all the information you need about my mentoring program. I tailor every single class for each student. It's a one-on-one session once a week. And I either wherever you're at on your astrological journey, that's where we start. So no two classes are alike. This is custom created for you. Okay, now, Aquarius, let's talk about your awesome forecast. Let's start here with Mars, the red planet. Mars is action and energy. Excuse me, I live with a cat, and there's cat fur everywhere. So if I start doing this, it's just my cat saying hi. Let me pick up with Mars again. Mars is action and energy. It's what is number one in your life. It's what you'll fight with and fight for. It's been in your 10th house of career. And your career, when you have Mars in your 10th house, you move upward in your career. It is not a lateral move. You are able to throw your ambitions into the ring and really express them. And I'm going to encourage you to do that. Now, on the 13th of the month, Mars moves into your natural house in the zodiac, the 11th house. And you feel right at home when that happens. The 11th house deals with your friends and humanitarian projects. And so on the 13th of the month, that is what kicks in. It's beautiful. The sun is is the yellow planet, and it's the center of your life. Mars is what's number one. And so when Mars moves into your 11th house and joins the sun, it's quite a time, because Mars will fight with and fight for humanity. The sun, the center of our solar system, the center of your life, it is the giver of life. And so this area is very important to you. And as I said, it's your natural house in the natural zodiac. You may find that you're elevated to a position of leadership with groups. It can be in your career. It can be a friendship group or a philosophical group or a philanthropic humanitarian group, or all of the above. I love it. Then on the 21st, the sun moves into your 12th house and you say, go away, world. I need my solitude and privacy. Please leave. I want to be alone. And you will. You will be alone, and you will enjoy your own company. Now, Mercury is the blue planet, and Mercury talks about what you think about and talk about. And whatever you think about and talk about, you're putting your attention on. And whatever you put your attention on grows. So humanitarian projects, friendships. And on the 13th of the month, the same day that Mars moves into your 11th house, Mercury moves out of it and moves into your 12th house of the spirit plane, behind the scenes activities. It's hard to get a handle on the 12th house because it is the subconscious. And so you may find that you get your answers through your dreams or through service behind the scenes. Now, in your 12th house is Venus, the pink planet. And Venus is one of the good guys of the zodiac. It rules love and money and beauty and art and all things beautiful. It is behind the scenes, and it will go retrograde on the 19th of the month. When Venus goes retrograde, it feels exactly like a Mercury retrograde, in that things are confused, they're unsettled. You do not want to start a new project on a retrograde Mercury or a retrograde Venus, because it fizzles out or has to be redone during the year. Venus in the 12th house of hidden things can indicate a dream or even a relationship that is very private, and that wherever Venus is what you love. You love communion with God. You love being alone. And this is quite beautiful. We'll talk more about Venus at the beginning of next year, which is just a month away, of course, because it is going to take a little longer than Mercury to come out of retrograde. Now, on the 29th of the month, Mercury moves into the shadow of the retrograde. Every planet that retrogrades has a shadow that begins before it goes retrograde and another shadow afterwards. And that's just what's so. And this is why things get so confused, because with Mercury in the shadow of the retrograde, it feels just like Mercury's gone retrograde. Everything's confused. You're making mistakes. You're saying the wrong thing at the wrong time to the wrong person, that type of thing. Or you just plain unsettled because nothing seems to be working the way you'd like. Well, Venus is retrograde. And so ultimately there's going to be a tag team of Venus and Mercury. And we'll get to that in January, next month. So that is what's going on. Venus will be retrograde on the 19th, and Mercury in January will go retrograde. Okay, unsettled, that's okay. When when the dust clears and everything is settled, you'll be able to move forward. Now, Jupiter, the great benefic. Jupiter brings abundance. It's God. It brings an abundance of the good stuff. It's right smack dab on the second cusp of your chart, your solar chart. Second house is money. The cusp is the strongest point in the chart. Jupiter is going to create more wherewithal, more possessions, more money. And I would suggest that you earn your money in some beautiful fashion, because that will increase the flow of the finances. Now, we have a new moon on December 4th, but it's not just a new moon. It's an eclipse, a solar eclipse, and it's in 12 degrees Sagittarius. Find 12 degrees Sag in your birth chart and combine it with what I'm going to tell you right here, and you'll have the whole picture. An eclipse, which is what this is not just any ordinary new moon. A new moon, on the new moon, energy starts moving forward. And 2 weeks later, we have a full moon. When it's an eclipse, we feel it until the next pair of eclipses come along, which will be in the spring of 2022. And the eclipse is strongest 3 to 4 months after it occurs. Now, we had an eclipse last month in November in 27 Taurus. You might want to play that video one more time, because eclipses occur in pairs usually. They can occur in threes as well, but in pairs most often. Okay, so that's the new moon. And that's when things start moving forward. 2 weeks later, we've got a full moon on the 18th or the 19th, depending on where you live. It's in 27 degrees of Gemini. Now, the eclipse in your 11th house brings about humanitarian activity, friends, just group activity that is great for everybody on the team. The full moon falls in the 5th house of fun and games and children. And did I mention fun and games? I'm just teasing with you. Of course I did. So the 5th house says that's you want personal fun at that point. So see about creating a party of some sort or a social event right around the 18th and 19th, because the humanitarian side, while beautiful, is offset by this fabulous, let's have fun, full moon, not eclipse, full moon. So, great month, great month. So that's your gorgeous forecast. Join me next month at the new year. And I look forward to sharing January with you. And I look forward to those of you who will be ordering your holiday special. Include your questions and I will answer them. So until we meet again, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.